beats.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So, tonight's video is actually on Tyson Fury, and this is on a tweet that he put out. And when I saw this tweet, I was looking at Tyson Fury like, dude, what the hell is you thinking about, man? You still must be friggin' concussed from when Deontay Wilder knocked your ass out, dog. But in this tweet, it states, I will fight anyone in world boxing. Don't use boxing politics as an excuse not to challenge me, the lineal heavyweight champ. At Bronze Bomber, ESPN, Frank Warren TV, Bob Arum. Now, with that tweet coming out, I can understand how you might be feeling, how you're getting a lot of backlash from all this stuff with you ducking Deontay Wilder. But no matter what you say, no matter what you do, there is no way that you are going to be able to spin this damn narrative. Just for the simple fact is, you are the one that ducked that damn smoke from Deontay Wilder. And it would have been one thing if you would have just came out right forth and just said, you know what? I want to fight Deontay Wilder, but I just don't want to fight him right now. I want to take another fight, and then I'll fight him later. If you would have just came out and said that and been adamant with that, then us as fight fans, we would have understood. We wouldn't have even had to worry about the friggin' rematch. Deontay Wilder wouldn't have had to worry about the rematch, and we would have just took it as that. But you probably just didn't want to seem like a pussy, thinking that people are going to be looking down on you, or thinking that people are going to be looking like you don't want that smoke with Deontay Wilder. But all in all, that's pretty much what it boiled down to. You did not want that smoke with Deontay Wilder. And you didn't want that smoke because you had a 50-50 contract right at your fingertips. And instead of signing that contract, you sat on that contract for a week thinking about how the hell are you going to get out of this situation. And that's when Bob Arum came, and he saved you from getting back into that situation. And he saved you by giving you a multi-fight deal and being able to lock you down with Top Rank. And it's funny because even when all that stuff happened, Deontay Wilder and his team, they were still pretty adamant about wanting the fight to happen and how they'll work with Top Rank and how they'll do a pay-per-view on ESPN and so forth and so forth. And it was funny because Top Rank and Bob Arum, they were very adamant talking about how they wanted the Deontay Wilder fight next. And it's funny because they wanted the fight so bad to be next that they wanted to put Deontay Wilder on a 5-fight contract deal, having him fight multiple opponents before he can fight Tyson Fury. So that doesn't make any sense to me. If you want that fight next so bad, why does he have to fight a multitude of opponents before he fights Tyson Fury? Because it's very clear that you guys do not want that fight next. And it's very clear that Tyson Fury doesn't want that fight next. And it's funny how he says don't use boxing politics as an excuse, because you want to know something? Tyson Fury was the one that brought boxing politics into this. Just for the simple fact is, when him and Deontay Wilder fought the first time, there was no boxing politics. It was two fighters that wanted to fight, and so they were able to make the fight. And that's why the fight happened so easy. They even said themselves that that was like the easiest negotiations that they've ever had, because they were very adamant about wanting to fight each other. And why is the negotiations for this rematch not so easy? Because Tyson Fury doesn't want that damn smoke with Deontay Wilder. That's exactly why. And it's funny because I thought about two people when this whole situation happened. Two people I thought about was Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley. And to me, I was wondering, are they eating their words right now? And it's funny that they're all going to be on the same network, and you're going to see Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley interviewing Tyson Fury, and you're going to see how they're going to spin the narrative on this, talking about how Tyson Fury, he was looking out for his future, wanting to get all this money, and how Deontay Wilder really doesn't want that smoke, because if he did, he would sign with Top Rank to get that smoke. Man, F all that. Because Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley, you guys played yourselves. You guys played yourselves in the fact stating Deontay Wilder didn't want that smoke again with Tyson Fury, questioning his heart on talking about how he didn't want that smoke. And I know that they're going to spin the narrative, and I know that they're not going to bring up the fact that Tyson Fury had this contract in his grasp to be able to get this fight and duck that fight by signing with Top Rank. They're not going to say that. Just for the simple fact is, if they were going to spin the narrative at all or call Tyson Fury out on his BS, Andre Ward would have been adamant about apologizing to Deontay Wilder, because out of all this stuff, you notice that Andre Ward still has not apologized for saying what he said about Deontay Wilder, about questioning his heart. So that's how I know they're going to spin the narrative on this whole situation and try to blame this on Deontay Wilder, just like Tyson Fury is with this damn tweet about using boxing politics. But homie, you was the one that brought boxing politics into this. And now you showed the whole world your true colors. And the funny thing about this is Bob Arum, he's showing the world his true colors too, because if he really wanted this fight could be made very easily. But he has shown us that he is very hard to deal with. And it's funny how he calls Al Heyman the cancer of boxing when it looks like Bob Arum's the one that's the cancer of boxing. Friggin', it looks like that fool's friggin' dying of cancer right now, excuse my language, but not making these fights happen. And even with the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford situation, how he was very vocal about coming out talking about how he wants Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence to fight at the end of the year and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo and so forth and so forth. After this situation, and it's been a multiple of counts of situations that's with Bob Arum not making the fights that fans want to see. But with this, I don't want to hear nothing from Bob Arum about any other fighters ducking his fighters, just for the simple fact is, this right here proves that Bob Arum is full of shit, dog. On the real, man, he's full of shit, dog. Because later on this year, he was talking about how he's going to make Errol Spence an offer to be able to fight Terrence Crawford. What kind of offer is he going to make to Errol Spence? Because if it's going to be an offer like this, F Bob Arum, man, and F Top Rank. Just for the simple fact is, this dude is showing his true colors on how he's not letting these fights happen for the fans. The only thing he's trying to do is build up his pockets. And with that being said, it is what it is. But with this tweet coming out and with Tyson Fury trying to spin the narrative, dude, you played yourself, man. You use boxing politics to play yourself, and you use boxing politics to find an out from this. And the one thing that I can say about this whole situation is Deontay Wilder must have really took something from you to make you do this, dog, because Deontay Wilder has said himself in multiple statements, every time he fights somebody, he always takes something from them. No fighter is ever the same after he fights them. And with you getting concussed the way that you did, with your team being very adamant about worrying about your health, about you being adamant about the brain damage that you might have received from being concussed by Deontay Wilder, I'm not really sure what you saw when you got concussed. And the only thing that I could think of is you might have saw one of two things. You either saw Jesus or you saw the devil. But whatever it is you saw, I know you do not want to see that again. And that's why you don't want that damn fight. Because I know that you have a very good chance of whatever you saw, whatever you're scared of seeing, you do not want to see that again, homie. And it is what it is. So I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of comments, any kind of questions on this, hit me up in the comment section and I'll be sure to hit you guys up, all right? So I hope you like the video. Holla at your boy.